Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a guest of the why did she can't hear her. I couldn't hear her.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. That is literally all I have to say, ladies and gentlemen. And his boyfriend. He's got a color berry. They really do it. They really have ways of like, young, like
the good person in the like.
Yeah, whatever. Really? Okay.
You like to post? Welcome to.
We made it.
Yeah, we made it to the. We made it. We're gonna die. Yeah, we're gonna watch Scott Pilgrim, which is kind of 3 years old, but we'll watch. Shut up. It's still him. It's a classic. It's a classic. It's right there. I'm so hungry.
Here again. At your right. How are you?
Hello again.
Well, it's a whole different crowd. They don't know us.
Who was here for the last one? Well, Michael Cera is ill, unfortunately, so Michael Cera can't be with us now. He really wanted to be here. Jason Schwartzman is really apologetic because he is being a good daddy. I mean, his daughter had an accident at school today, so he's at home being a good daddy, and he sends his love, and Michael is dying. So we will make it up to you, and what I'd like to first, like 2 surprise guests, 2 evil exes who make up the number 4. Let's welcome Matthew Patel. Satya Barber is here.
Oh my god.
And perhaps the douchiest of the exes,
Chris Evans?
Brandon Routh.
Oh man.
I got so excited. I thought for sure Lucas Lee.
And then also Ramona Flowers herself, the divine Miss Mary Elizabeth Winston is here. The man without whom none of this would be possible, the creator of Scott Pilgrim, Brandon Routh. Is here.
So welcome everybody, welcome to the stage. Brian, I was going to start with you since you're not sitting yet.
Hi.
It must be amazing for you to see this film. I mean, obviously, the first time it must have been amazing just to take it all in, but the creative process of the story, where it was at when the film began and the film ended and stuff was sort of interesting as well.
Right.
For you, when you sort of take it all in, does it seem, how would you sort of summarize that journey? I mean, it's the
whole
pilgrimage, so to speak.
The pilgrimage. Yeah, it's weird because also the books, I mean, I'm from Toronto and, you know, they're kind of loosely based on things that I was doing at the time when I started. So definitely the first time I saw it, it was like seeing a weird dream interpretation of my past. Like I went on like my first day with my wife, like in the park where they go on their date. Like it's crazy. So
and the actual location is it?
Yeah, the actual exact location. Like all of, like the streets where I used to live. You know, I had to track everything down. So that is weird. But yeah, I mean, I spent 7 years, you know, drawing comics, and then these guys all turned it to life, which is amazing.
Thank you for giving me life.
And for all three cast members, for each of you, how this film has come back, like I was asking Edgar about the way it sort of reflects back from the audience, because it means a lot to a lot of people, and I'm sure you've had some very interesting conversations, some disturbing conversations, some exciting ones. Each of you, can you just give us an idea of what that's been like?
Sure. I mean, it's been incredible. I was just, like, a week ago at the New Beverly, sort of presenting, you know, or introing the Scott Pilgrim Midnight there, and it was just crazy to be a part of a film that people still want to see on a regular basis over and over and over again. They never get sick of it. And they turn out and they support it and they love it. And it's just such a huge honor, and I'll never get tired of people telling me they're lesbians with me.
It's probably all of them have seen the film.
It's probably the most quoted, people quote it back to me on Twitter more than anything else, which is fun. And always very appropriate to whatever they're, you know, very poignant. And the other fun thing for me is when people are talking to people and they, through the course of the conversation, they realize that, oh, you were that guy in Scott Pilgrim. Pardon me, because I'm the blonde vegan. Don't look like myself anymore.
I think I often get people don't recognize me from the film, which is probably a good thing. But I think that, yeah, I mean, another crazy thing is that, you know, it's sort of a very Toronto story in a lot of ways, and it's got a lot of very specific details. But the amount of people who love it, like, I mean, I was recently in India for an extended period of time, and people in India coming up to me, it's in all the pirated, you know, DVD shops, and, which is a good sign. So, I mean, it is amazing the sort of reach that it's had, definitely.
And Edgar, for you, when you were articulating the sort of the tone and vibe of the movie, I mean, there's the book, and then there's the film, and we can see how it got there, but that is quite a distance. What was your sort of North Star as far as tone and rhythm and sensibility?
It was a tricky one, actually, because, like, Universal brought the book to me, and then you're in this kind of slightly weird position of having to sell it back to them in terms of me and Michael McCall, you know, wrote a screenplay at first based on just the first 2 volumes of Brian's book. And we wrote this first draft just as a placeholder, really, because I wanted to do Hot Fuzz. Because, you know, everybody goes, oh, let's make a movie now, let's make it now.
No, I mean, it was actually extremely exciting for me just to be able to sort of dive into such a fully fleshed out world, and it's like, it's kind of amazing that just when you look over the whole collection of books and the amount of jokes and references and sort of sensibilities that are woven in throughout the whole thing was kind of like, it gave you a good sense of the world at large, because, you know, we were coming in for little blocks of time doing very, very weird things that none of us had ever done before, like getting strapped into harnesses and, you know, stunts and stuff like that. So, some of us had, actually. You know, that sort of provided like a good sense of the world.
I hadn't known about the books until I got a call that Edgar wanted to meet with me about it. So then I furiously read as much as I could get my hands on, and thankfully they were awesome, and it made it really easy and enjoyable. And I couldn't wait for the final book to come out, or however many were left before at the time when I read it. And that's my answer, Mary.
I hadn't heard of them either. I'm so sorry. It was very early. Actually, Edgar, I think, sent me some of the books before they were even out yet, possibly.
I think I met you like in early '07.
Yeah. So long ago. Oh my god. But yeah, no, I read them all and I was like, oh my god, I have the opportunity to possibly. You got.
Come on. You don't have to do it.
I was just in shock. I mean, to be an actress, and especially, you know, young actress that I was, to have the opportunity to play this kick-ass, amazing character, was just kind of shocking to me. I couldn't believe that Edgar came to me about it and was interested in me, and that Brian was signing off on it and watching bad movies that I was in to research you.
Great movies. Make it happen.
You know what's absolutely true? I don't know if I ever told you this, but this is absolutely true, is that me and Michael McCall, who we co-wrote together, we went to see Grindhouse, which I did like a segment of it. I went to see overnight. But this is absolutely true. Me and Michael were driving in the car and I said, you know the girl who plays the cheerleader? Mary goes, yeah, that's Ramona. It's actually true. We said that like the night after seeing Grindhouse. You know.
Well, me and you and Michael Cera saw Die Hard Vengeance together in Toronto. One of our first meetings.
His legs are eating, falling over.
What lines from the film to see that to you?
He does a lot of laughing.
We're going to take a question. Is there anybody in the audience with time? Yes.
I wanted to ask, because this is such an iconic style of directing, what was the relationship with